Hello! There's two different types of methods that I use when I handle anxiety, and part of that is determined by what type of anxiety I'm having. I typically have two different things that happen. So I'll start having anxiety just when I wake up. I will be having a panic attack where my heart is beating so fast and I can't get it to slow down, but there's no logical, rational, nothing triggered the anxiety. The other type of anxiety I have is when I have, too many things going on. I have stress because of something that happened with my kids or my husband or my family, or just it's a stress triggered anxiety. And so when I have like a passive anxiety where I wake up and I feel anxious, but there's not something that is creating that anxiety. I can typically use an inward focused to be able to handle that anxiety. So I can lay there and just think and just relax and close my eyes and be like, I'm not dying. You're okay. Take deep, slow breaths. And by breathing in really deep and really slow, it will physically slow your heart rate down. And so just focus on deep breathing and slow breathing to slow your heart rate. And so that's when I do when I have anxiety attack that is not triggered by something. When I have an anxiety attack that is triggered by something, either my long to-do list or stress with the kids or different things going on, I use something as more of an active method in treating the anxiety. And that is focusing on something else and drawing my focus away from what I'm stressed about. I did share anxiety in the to-do list. If you want to watch that video on what I do if it's the list of things in my brain that's stressing me out, or if it's something with the kids or other stress going on in my life, I take something else to focus on. So what I'll do is I'll actually listen to an audiobook, and to get to focus on that, because normal speed on an audiobook, I still have time to think in between words. And so I have to turn the speed up to 1.5 or 1.75, increase the speed of how I listen to it, because that makes me really have to focus on the words of the audiobook. Otherwise, I miss parts of it. And so you want to try to find something that you really have to focus on, or you're going to miss it, because you want to take your focus away from what is stressing you out and draw it to something else. One of the other things is when we talked about escapism and self-care. So escapism is actually something that I use when I have anxiety and stress that's causing issues. And I need something else to focus on. I will get on and I will play a game that is like a real-time game, to where things are happening fast in that game, and so I can't think about other things while I'm playing that game. And so that makes me focus on something besides what is creating the anxiety. So there's two different ways to deal with anxiety. So you've got the more passive, which is the deep breathing and the calming and try to get your heart rate down, or an active way of handling anxiety, which is focusing on something else to keep your brain off of what is making you anxious. Hopefully that helps you. Bye.